Thanks for joining us on SantaAnita.com. Big Cap Saturday. We're in the XBTV Lounge in Ultra HD. Millie Ball and Vercruysse with $1 million on the line. Let's put a Pick 4 ticket together. And what I mean by together is we're going to go in halves on a ticket and make it a little bigger than we normally would because of that big guarantee. Races 8 through 11, the Pick 4 sequence. Race number 8, 1 mile on grass.
We had to go all in this race because top to bottom, it could be anybody in there. Hello Bourbon, and speaking to Dan Blacker, he said this colt has always trained like he's needed to go 2 turns. So throughout his turf race, it was 6.5 furlongs. He split the field that day. Also thought that of the 2 Phil D'Amato horses, Clear the Way was the more interesting for me. Really closed well, I thought, down the hill. Now gets the added distance. I love the turn of foot from that El Prado. 2
sprints and a stretch out for Clear the Way as well. All the marbles, a first-time starter for Marty Jones, lures the services of Mike Smith. Interesting first-time starter. Millie said we're moving on after leg 1 because we use the all button. Race 8 screams upset. Let's move on to the second leg of the $1 million guaranteed late Pick 4. Grade 2 San Carlos. Kobe's back with the blinkers on one last time out. Does he come back with a win?
I think it's Calculator in here, okay? Peter Miller said Calculator's fit to win off the layoff. I said, I don't think so. He's a little tubby for his first start back. Sure enough, Peter Miller was right. I was wrong. But I do think that Calculator, from a physical standpoint, will benefit. To me, there's a complete lack of pace. There's a lone speed is the number 4 in here. Wild Dude sat that kind of trip last year in the San Carlos, that pace pressing trip. With the lack of speed in here, I think he's got enough speed to be that pace pressing horse. So I think it's a repeat of the San Carlos from last year for Wild Dude.
You don't need a calculator to figure out how much our ticket costs because we're going to use Calculator. Wild Dude, and Millie mentioned the pace of the San Carlos. San Onofre to me is lone speed. We also use the 4. Let's move on to the third leg of the $1 million guaranteed late Pick 4, and it's the Big Cap. Grade 1 with a $1 million purse. Classic distance of 1.25 miles. Who are we using here?
This is so difficult, this race. The speed is Melatonin in here. The 3 in there is Donworth, who, ran a good race last time out, but I wasn't in love with his workout. I ended up with FNX in here. He's a multi-millionaire. He's a grade 1 winner. He's coming in off of good form. I liked his work over the track here the other day at Santa Anita, and he gets Mike Smith back as well. So positives for me, I landed on FNX.
Donworth off that prep last time out. Melatonin, a sharp class horse on the rise. FNX, the proven class, not proven at Santa Anita. And General A-Rod. We'll throw in General A-Rod. It's Pletcher in a grade 1. You could do worse than do that. Race number 11, the last and final on the Saturday card, and I thought a great betting race outside of one filly. It's the China Doll, 1 mile on turf. Who do we need here?
Well, that one filly is Pacific Heat you're talking about. So impressive last time out. That was going a route of ground on the grass. The only loss she's ever had in her life was the day that she had the time that she had a throat ulcer, and they got over that hump. She came back with a victory. I liked Lady Velour as well. Speaking to Gary Stevens, she has the right mind to mentally handle stepping up from maiden special weight into stakes company. She's going to get a perfect trip. She's right on the rail, saving all the ground. And I think the fact that she's gone right-handed and run well, short run well, long run well, she's just a nice filly.
Sutton Smile, let's throw another one in there as well. Kiss and Scat for Hollendorfer you wanted to use. She's looking for 3 in a row. One of the few fillies that has beaten winners as well. A lot of non-winner at 2 Lifetime in the last and final. So we use all in the first leg. I guarantee we're going to be 1 out of 4 at the very least. But we spend a lot of money to do it. $288. We're going to split that ticket. Hopefully you have fun with $1 million at least on the line in that late Pick 4 Big Cap Day at the Great Race Place.